there, YouTube. I'm back again today for another game review. And today I'm very excited to check out the Sorry card game from Hasbro. This is for 2 to 4 players, ages 6+. It'll take about 10 to 15 minutes to play. And in the Sorry card game, this is a game that tries to recreate the classic game of Sorry, but in card game format. It says on the box, all the fun of the classic game. But is it? Are you? Talk to me! Are you all the fun of the original game? It's not going to talk. I'll open it up and tell you what I think then. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of the Sorry card game. So first and foremost, we have our handy dandy rule sheet. It's one page, double-sided, full color, or well, it's black and white, full of pictures, illustrations, tons of examples, which is nice. It's very well done, should have you up and running in no time at all. Also, I can teach you how to play the game right now because it is a very simple game. So in Sorry the card game, you're going to start off with between 2 and 4 start cards in front of you. It depends on the player count. And then what you're going to be doing is trying to put exactly cards that equal up to the number 15. And if you do that, then boom, you get to send those cards to home. And if you're the first person to get all your cards in front of you to home, you will win the game. It's just that simple. So let's go over the components. Let's get into the gameplay. So first component-wise, we have Sorry cards, and these are essentially going to be the kind of Sorry cards that you're used to in Sorry. They're going to be numbers, and some of the numbers will have special abilities like Go Again. You must discard a card to play this one. The 10 is 10 or -1, depending on how you put it. And some of them will keep some of your numbers safe because lots of other people will be attacking you. And some will allow you to draw these cards right here, the Sorry cards. There's a small pile here of Sorry cards, and the Sorry cards, you guessed it, are going to be doing jerk things to other people. Play this card to the discard pile, then draw a Sorry card and play it. That one actually is just going to allow you to draw another Sorry card, so it's kind of pointless. Completely pointless, actually. Kind of dumb. Looking at the player's hand, if you were able to take one of those cards and play it, do it. Draw 2 cards if you were able to play one of them and discard the other. Otherwise, discard both. Sorry, discard all 12s from all sets but yours, which is a big one. Look at another player's hand. If you were able, take one of those cards and play it. Everyone gives you a card from their hand. Take another player's set that is less than 9 and put these cards in your hand. Typical stuff like that. Most of them will be attacking the other players. So what do you do in the game? Well, start off, you're going to draw 4 of these cards to your hand. And on your turn, you're going to draw 1, play 1. That's it. You're drawing 1, playing 1 over and over and over again until someone eventually flips over all their cards to home like that. Pretty simple. So, draw a card, and I'll go ahead and play a 5 right here. And that's my entire turn. There you go. Boom. Next time comes around, draw a card, and play this. Bam, I just got super lucky. There's my 15. Flip this over, put those cards to the discard pile, no one can mess with them. And that's really the whole game. Along the way, though, you're going to have to save some of your cards so no one can remove cards from the set. You'll get these cards, which will tell you to draw the Sorry cards. And that really is all you're going to be doing in the game. You're going to do that until everybody gets all their cards to home, at which point they will be the winner of Sorry card game. And that, in a nutshell, is how the game's played. Alright then, Sorry card game from Hasbro. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, game's not going to be for everybody for a variety of different reasons. 2 to 4 players, restricted player count. Also, a really weird con that I had with this game was the fact that they don't include enough cards for you to pick whatever color you want. What I mean by that is, if you're playing a 2-player game, you are going to have 4 of the starter cards, these cards. But they only give you 4 cards in red and blue, which means you can't be green or yellow if you're playing a 2-player version of the game because you won't have enough cards. There's actually only 2 yellow cards, and I thought at first this was like a component screw-up, but no, they were just really cheap. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. You tell me you couldn't throw in 3 extra cards, which I ended up doing because kids are weird, and they were like, I want to be yellow. I'm not going to play unless I can be yellow. And I was like, sure, here you go. You're yellow now. Whatever. Still, it's really odd. Just throw in those 3 extra cards. Don't be so cheap. Especially considering, I think there's 2 or 3 cards in this game in the Sorry deck, which are literally just, hey, this card doesn't do anything. Draw another Sorry card. It's like, what the hell's the point of that? It'd be like if you rolled a die, and the die said, this roll doesn't count, roll again. And you're like, well, why even have that die face? What's the point of having this die face? If it doesn't do anything, it's a weird decision. Also, it's very light. It's very simple. You need to go into this game knowing it's a children's game, as long as your children can read, and it is a family game. That's purely where it falls. And also, This is one of those children's and family games that is only going to have a limited time shelf space. What I mean by that is I played it with some of my younger kids because it's for ages 6+, and I played it with some of my older kids, and I played it with them separately. The younger kids, they ate it up, they really enjoyed it, they liked it, they liked the attacky version of the sorry cards, they liked how all the different sorry cards, or a lot of the different sorry cards were different, they liked going through those sorry cards. They really liked the fact that you could have 4 cards in your hand, so you always had choices, but that pretty much means they always had the choice to attack other people. But the older kids, they weren't so hot on the game. And I was also in that boat as well. It just was a little bit boring. It was a little bit repetitive. There was not enough meat on the bones. There was too much attacking. There was too much, haha, I take these cards from you. Haha, I'm removing this and putting this over here and doing stuff like that. And I didn't enjoy that aspect of the game. But that being said, I don't think I was the target demographic for this game. Any other cons that I have with the game? Not really. Moving on to the pros. Sorry, the card game is short, it's easy to learn, it's easy to teach, and it's an okay children/family game. And that's all I can say about it. Kids are eventually going to grow out of this game, but if you have kids ages 6 to 10, I can recommend that you check this game out, especially if they like Sorry. And there is some good stuff about this game. First and foremost, I mean, as I mentioned, easy to learn, easy to teach, which is always a good thing. This is a children's game. Children can play this by themselves as long as they can read competently, which is also a good thing, and count up to 15 competently, which is a good thing. It's not nearly as punishing as regular Sorry, where you had to get your people home and you're just like sticking, like, I needed 2, I needed 2, I needed 2, I needed 2. Not rolling the dice, but picking the card. And like, I needed 2, I needed 2. And you just keep doing that over and over again because you're going to have cards in your hand. So you'll be able to, pick from the cards you want, which is always a nice thing. There are some interesting Sorry cards in the game that attack, and the kids like the attacky nature of the game. And in the end, Sorry, the card game is not for me. I didn't enjoy it. I think it's purely okay. I don't think it's a bad game. I see it for what it is, which is not for me. It's going to be one of those games that I give away to a kid in my classroom. But that being said, I'm sure there's going to be a kid who's really going to enjoy this game and have a lot of fun with this game. So in the end, Sorry, the card game, okay children/family game for the ages 6 to 10 years old. For everybody else, though, you're going to want to steer clear of this game because it is a pretty sorry card game, in my personal opinion. Also, come on, Hasbro, Parker Brothers, whatever the hell put out this game. I don't know. Come on, throw in those 3 extra cards. Really? You're that lazy? So that is the Sorry card game from Parker Brothers or Hasbro. I don't know. The front says Parker Brothers, the back says Hasbro. I'm conflicted. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know, what's a Sorry card game that you played before? For me personally, I'm going to go with Cards Against Humanity. But before you take that the wrong way, I actually still enjoy the game. I think it's funny, and it was one of the games that actually got me into the hobby. Cards Against Humanity was actually, fun fact, the first game that got me into a hobby shop. I went into a hobby shop looking for a copy of Cards Against Humanity, and I ended up walking out with Pandemic somehow. So I don't have any problem with Cards Against Humanity, but since I've played a lot more adult party games, and I even designed one myself, I've realized just how lazy and sorry Cards Against Humanity is. There's no artwork, there's no creative storytelling aspect of the game. It's just play a card, and hopefully somebody thinks it's funny, and for that aspect, I'd say it's a sorry card game. It's one that I probably will only play a couple more times in my life, and it won't be my choice to play it. My tummy just rumbled. I think I should eat breakfast. Stop drinking so much coffee. So that's the Sorry card game. Woo! That was weird. Yeah, what's a Sorry card game for you? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.